Okay, number 10, the Colorado Avalanche. Their visiting bench is shorter than every other bench in the NHL. I'm not sure if this is still the case, but they did this for many years to cram the opposing players and make it uncomfortable for them on the bench. Outstanding. Number 9, we have Roger Nielsen, who used to do some incredibly cheeky shit. Like, this guy would pull his goalie, but he'd have the goalie leave his goalie stick in the crease to block any long-range shots. Sometimes he'd put a defenseman in net on a penalty shot, and then have the defenseman rush the player on the penalty shot. God bless this man's heart. Roger Nielsen, absolute legend. Number 8, we've got Rick Tocchet, who was essentially running his own gambling ring while he was the assistant coach of the Arizona Coyotes in 2007. But I guess it didn't really matter that much because now he's the head coach of the Arizona Coyotes, who also just got caught tampering with draft picks. So, bang up organization there in Arizona. Number 7, we have Joe Louis Arena. All hockey fans know that their boards had extra bounce and extra spring in them. They did this on purpose to help the Red Wings game plan on the power play and have a bit of an advantage, etc. Also, Scotty Bowman in 96-97 had the opposing locker rooms painted before every playoff series to give off like a pungy smell and like kind of fuck with the opposition pregame. Number 6, we have goalie equipment in the 90s. Okay, my personal favorite. So in the 90s, the NHL regulated goalie equipment. They made the glove blocker pads smaller, but they didn't regulate the chest protector at first, and Garth Snow took advantage of this. There was a couple of years where he wore a chest protector that was like the size of a bus. He looked like a fucking walrus in that. So funny. Google Garth Snow chest protector. Tony Esposito also used to sew like a little mesh catcher at the groin of his pants to help clog up his 5-hole for a few years. He got away with that. Love the goalie cheating. Fantastic. What are we on? 5. The Sedins. They used to do some incredibly cheeky shit. So, like, for instance, Henrik would get thrown out of a face-off, and then Henrik would come back into the face-off. Or Daniel would get a penalty, and Henrik would go serve it for him. They used to do that all the time. Outstanding. Number 4. My buddy Smokey the Bear is really going to love this one, okay? The Montreal Canadiens. In 1969, their timekeeper was taking bribes from patrons who were laying down prop bets on if goals would be scored on an even or odd second. Okay? They got away with this for about a year, and then they figured it out. It's outstanding. Number 3, we're on. John Spano, good old Italian boy. In 96, he bought the New York Islanders on credit. Okay? John Spano claimed he was worth $230 million. He was only worth 5. The NHL didn't bother to look into his background. They were so anxious just to unload the Islanders and have them sold, that he was able to do it on credit. Ridiculous. What are we on? Number 2, Alex McGillney, drafted by the Buffalo Sabres in 1988. Even though he was part of the Russian super team, or Russian army rather team, whatever, and off limits, and quite frankly a threat to freedom at the time. But the Sabres drafted him anyways. And then after Russia won the World Juniors, they met him at a mall, and as the legend goes, McGillney sprinted to this car that the Sabres were running, and they fled. Apparently, Soviet agents were chasing. There was a car chase, but they ended up getting away, and McGillney got out and scored 76 goals a couple of years later with the Buffalo Sabres. And finally, number 1. Okay, the Maple Leafs cheating their fan base out of hopes and dreams of winning a Stanley Cup for 53 years. There you have it, guys. Top 10. I'll also give a special shout out to Brett Hull's foot in the crease, Sean Avery Rule 2008, the LA Kings stealing Wayne Gretzky, and Nate Schmidt and Brian Berard getting busted cold with performance-enhancing drugs. There you have it, guys. Let me know what you think of the list. What did I miss? Thanks for watching, and remember, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.